High King of Gondor, Wilson Isidor is a French youth international who has played for France at under 17, under 18, under 19 and under 20 level.
I say to you, I cannot wait.
He scored his first goal for France at under 17 level in the World Cup in India in 2017, equalising early on in a 7-1 rout of New Caledonia. Off the back of this, he moved to Monaco for the 2018-19 season, playing for their B team in the National 2 division. Think League 2 standard and an EFL Cup format where Premier teams play their youth teams. He scored 5 goals in 21 appearances and earned an under-19 call-up to the national team, heading off to the European Championships in 2019. He was used largely as a substitute in this tournament, but did come on against Ireland to score the winning goal that helped France to progress to the semi-final against Spain. Used again as a substitute in that semi in a frankly awful display of selfish and defensive football, he came on late in the game. And with the score at 0-0 after extra time, Isidor missed his penalty to see Spain go on and win the tournament. Following this, the 20-year-old Isidor went on loan to National 1 side Borgo in Corsica. This is the third tier of French football, think League 1 equivalent. There he banged in 16 goals to end the season as the league's highest scorer in a team that finished third bottom. Some feat that. Returning to Monaco for the 2021-22 season, he was barely used, and failing to break into the first team squad, was deemed surplus to requirements and sold in the January window to Russian Premier League side Lokomotiv Moscow. The Russian Premier League takes a 3-month winter break, allowing Isidor to get up to speed, and when the season restarted for its second half in March, Isidor exploded onto the scene, scoring in his first 6 consecutive games, equaling the Russian league record for a new player. Isidor shows great pace in attack. He likes to stretch the back line and run in behind onto passes. This is something we've been sorely lacking in recent years, so good. He can play as a winger as well as a forward, and so may provide cover for Mundell. In fact, his best spell of football was when he was played as a left winger by Lokomotiv.
Глушенков, вот меняется игра с выходом новых игроков. Удар, гол 1-1. Вот и замены сработали.
But he is an out-and-out centre-forward, and it's clear when you watch him play that he understands the role very well. Just look at these runs to the front post, attacking at just the right moment. It's lethal to try and defend against. Niall Quinn admits to making a career out of attacking the front post in just this fashion. Just look at how he points to the run he's going to make here. The ball doesn't in fact come when he wants it to, but he resets and he attacks again at close range. In his second season, he started well and his efforts attracted the attention of Ligue 1 teams in France. Régis Lebris tried to sign him for Lorient to replace the gutting of attacking talent he had suffered, and Wilson wanted to join him there, but Lokomotiv pushed him to join Lyon. It all came to nothing though, as Wilson failed a medical on a persistent knee injury he had at the time. And off back to Russia he went. When he had recovered, he finished the season with 6 goals in the last 7 games. As last season started, the Russian Premier League giants Zenit St Petersburg stepped in to negotiate a loan with a mandatory option to buy for €6 million. The move, though, did not go well. Wilson was less impressive in the system Zenit deployed, and played 13 times for Zenit last season, starting just 3 games across the season. Things got worse as the season progressed, as after the mid-season break, he played just 55 minutes of football in the next 18 games to the end of the season. The terms of the initial loan compelled Zenit to complete the purchase of Isidor for $6 million, despite them no longer wanting the player, which is what brings him to us. The Russian Premier League rules means that teams may only hold 3 foreign players in their squad, known as Legionnaires. Having decided that they no longer wanted Wilson, they decided to send him out on loan, and with lots of offers across Europe, it was the reputation of Lebris and his previous desire to sign him a year ago that swung it for Wilson.
I'm just waiting to play and to give everything on the pitch for this team. That's what.
How on earth do we do business with international sanctions in place against Russia? Well, Zenit are paying all of his wages. So keen are they to free up a Legionnaire spot in their roster. Quite what happens at the end of the season is anyone's guess, because the loan has a mandatory obligation clause in it. But that is for another day. Right now, I'm hoping I don't have to wait till the midnight hour to see Wilson pick it out of the back of the net after he slams the goal in for the lads. Welcome to Sunderland, Wilson. Let's see what you've got.